till now I forgot. Alrighty. Let's get everything going now. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. I hope get it out to more people as always, everyone. If you're on YouTube again, hit that thumbs up, everyone. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. Let's try to get to 2,000 likes, everyone. Probably over 1,000 now. I would assume we're at like 1,200 if I had to take a good guess. Oh my God, 1,291. I was pretty much right. That's fucking hilarious. Dude, look at that. Look at that. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
I'm gonna coat your girlfriend and cum, you fag.
You're disgusting. Go fuck yourself. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that to the criteria listed on the TikTok screen. What's up, how old are you?
I was the one that did it before you ended.
Yeah. So can you name 3 cities in California?
Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Santa Cruz.
Okay. And you can vote in U.S. elections?
Yeah, but I didn't last one, I have to be honest. That's only because I wasn't in America, but yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. What time is it?
I'm not trying to fall. I'm not a troll, swear to God. I'm just curious.
What time is it?
I'm in Australia right now.
You just said you were in California earlier.
No, I live in California. I have a home address, and I go between Sydney and LA. And I've also spent a lot of time in Tennessee. That's where my grandparents are literally from. That's where I was born. I was born in America. Hence why I have a dual citizenship, but I spent most of my time in Australia.
Okay.
You can bet, like, I'm just, you don't believe me.
Alrighty, go ahead. Why do you support Trump?
I'm like the guy that before who had the whole thing about trans people or whatever. I'm a bit like him. I don't really support Trump. I just dislike Kamala a hell of a lot more than I, support Trump.
Okay. Name one policy of Kamala Harris's that you disagree with.
I hated everything about her immigration policy. Everything when it came to prevention in war and how I've got to be honest with you, I'm not massively into policy. It doesn't mean my opinions aren't valid.
Can I pause you real quick there?
Yeah, man.
Aren't you an immigrant?
No, because I was born in America.
Yeah, but you immigrated to Australia, and you're currently living in Australia right now.
Yeah, but I have families that live in both countries.
Okay.
And I did it all legally.
That's still immigration. So Kamala Harris wanted to make the legal process go quicker, and she still wanted to criminalize, and she still wanted to criminalize undocumented entry. So what policy of hers do you disagree with?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't her exact words "let them in"?
No, her exact words are "do not come."
I swear she made a massive point about how illegal immigrants are not criminals and...
Nope. She literally said that she wanted to continue to criminalize undocumented entry in an interview with Fox News.
So my question to you is, if she was elected, obviously this whole icing, which I do not agree with, I think it's fucking terrible what they're doing to families and stuff like that. But I think to a degree, they're on the right track. They're just doing it, they're executing it in the completely wrong way.
How so? Like what specific policy change has been good for ICE that you think would benefits the country?
Well, once again, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they not make a policy which gave ICE a hell of a lot more sort of leeway and rights to pretty much overthrow the police?
Yeah, so they allowed for them to search and seize without a judicial warrant.
Yeah.
They allowed for them to mask up, not identify themselves, and they also specifically are training them less. So, like, do you think that those are good things?
No, I don't.
Do you think applying less accountability to them is good?
Pardon?
Do you think them violating constitutionally protected rights are a good thing?
I think with the warrants thing, I think it's on the right track, because think about the amount of time, resources, and effort goes in to get a warrant for someone who's illegally in the fucking country, literally committing crimes against people. Like, that's fucked.
It's called due process.
it's due process, but they're not here. So why, if they don't come here the legal way?
Yeah. Okay. So
Then
then, are you saying in general that we shouldn't give criminals due process because they violated the law?
no, but
But they
I just
broke the
think
law. They showed utter disregard for our law, right?
no, I agree, but
So then, are
you
you saying that we
have
should
to
apply
admit
that to
that
any
there are
criminal?
different.
No due
Okay, but the
process for any
circumstances are
criminal?
different. The
How?
circumstances are different
How so?
because when someone is born in a country and they commit a crime, it's completely different to someone who came here illegally, came into the country illegally, and then started committing crimes in a country they were never even. I'm pretty, and correct me once again if I'm wrong, most illegal immigrants aren't welcome into the country because they have prior crime history. Whether even
73% of those detained by ICE have no criminal record. 95% of those detained by ICE have no violent criminal record.
so, you think your stand is that you completely against ICE? You don't agree with anything
I
that they're
believe in
doing?
I believe in an abolition of ICE because I think that the executive having the power to change how the immigration process is enforced within that context gives the executive branch too much power. I think there needs to be checks and balances to a greater extent. So the way it's structured within the federal government is leading to these types of abuses of power from the executive branch. So my perspective is that there needs to be a different branch of government specifically that has oversight over the change of a particular immigration enforcement. I think that they should be focusing on people that have committed violent crimes and bad crimes and not going after people who are just coming here for a better life.
Okay, but but by that point though, you're almost saying that just because the country just because the hand that they were dealt was bad, they're able to just push all in and go wherever they want without due process.
So due process is if you commit a crime, you have a process specifically that's going to ensure that there's oversight that you actually committed said crime. So them specifically coming into the country unlawfully is not like violating due process rights. Now, would I prefer that they go through the legal process? Absolutely. That's why I want to make the legal process go significantly quicker.
Why? So there's less money that goes into it. Is that the only reason why you want the process to be shorter?
Yeah, take the money that we're putting into militarizing ICE. Let's put that money into making the legal process go significantly quicker. Because
No,
the
I
reason
agree
why
with that.
people come to this country undocumented to the degree that
I
they
agree
do
with that, and
is
I
because
haven't
the
really
legal
heard that.
process is too hard. Plus, what we need to do is we need to build up relationships with other countries, economic relationships to ensure economic stability within these nations so that it will reduce the likelihood of people having the need to come here out of economic insecurity. And Kamala Harris did just that under the Biden-Harris administration, where she raised over $5 billion in private funds for Central American countries to reduce the likelihood of people coming here based upon economic insecurity, which did happen.
I think that Republican Party would have been so much more appeasing if Kamala wasn't the person running.
Why?
And because she was a terrible senator. And I know I've watched things before. I can't. Dean, just because I'm sorry, Parker, just because you know more stuff and you're way more invested in it doesn't mean that the things aren't true.
No, but the
I
issue
can't
is that
name.
you don't know enough to make the claims that you're making. I might know
Yeah,
more,
definitely.
but
But
regardless of
you're
whether or not I
debating
know
with people
more,
over a
you do
TikTok
not know
live.
enough to justify the claims that you're making. So what I'm saying is that you need to have evidence to justify the claims that you're saying before you make them. Otherwise, you believe in
Okay, so
misinformed things.
would you say that she was great in her position as, what was she, prosecutor? Of San Francisco. Did San Francisco not absolutely hit the shitter when she was in that position?
What did she do to make it worse? Tell me one thing she did to make it worse.
5% of criminals were not correctly prosecuted. Is that not correct?
What's
Or
the source?
95? Bro, probably Charlie Kirk videos. I don't know. I'm not even a massive Charlie Kirk fan. I'm just saying, like, is that not the case?
Not a source.
You tell me.
Not a source.
I'll take your word for it. Was she a great district attorney?
Well, I'm not familiar with everything she did as district attorney, but I don't think that's specifically going to be a point to say that she has done something that you could say that disqualifies her from this position. Because again, in this context, you can't even point to what she did that you disagreed with.
No, true, but I just don't retain information that well. But I've seen I've seen information, factual information, which points to her not being the greatest. And this isn't a non-biased.
Yeah, but like you have to have an ability to justify that here while you're here right now, and also say how that would be relevant towards the things that she supports now. Because I can point to Trump's 6 bankruptcies. Is that evidence that he's going to bankrupt our country?
No,
Not necessarily, but I mean, he is doing that.
Yeah, but every president is almost on the brink of bankrupting the fucking country.
Trump signed off on significantly more debt-related spending. Did you know that?
Trump's
to the Biden-Harris
term,
administration. Did you know that Trump in his first term signed off on over $4 trillion more debt-related spending compared to the Harris administration, or compared to the Biden-Harris administration?
Yeah, but in Trump's first term, I don't know if he brought down debt, but he definitely
No, he didn't.
Put more debt in the country.
No, I just told you that Trump signed off on more debt-related spending by over $4 trillion comparative to the Biden-Harris administration, according to the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, a bipartisan committee from the federal government. If you're talking about deficits or debts incurred under the administration, that's not things signed into law by each president. So that's just a correlation causation fallacy. I'm talking about what they signed into law, and the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget literally did an analysis on this that demonstrated that. By the way, I told this to Charlie Kirk's face, and he still didn't believe me when I said it, and then still continue to perpetuate the same lies. So, like, I've talked about this on countless occasions. I've brought this up, and people act like it's not a fact.
As soon as you join one of your lives, instantly every video that I've had is just spamming someone commented on your video. That's hilarious. All right, well, good talking to you, man.
Alrighty. You should stop supporting Trump.
All right, bro.
Okay, alrighty. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Let's get this next person up here. If you're not a MAGA coward, make sure to send a guest request right now. We can have a debate. Yo, what's up, Howdy?
You're a faggot.
And you're disgusting. I hope you step on Legos with your bare feet. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up, Howdy? How old are you? Okay, well, says it as soon as I kick him. Great job. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. Just looking for some debates, everybody. Get this next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
32.
And do you support Trump?
Yeah.
And if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
You just asked me if I support Trump.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm just clarifying the question because some people will answer the first question as yes and then answer the second question as Harris, which doesn't make any sense to me. So I have a clarifying question to ensure that we have 100% transparency and understand each other completely correctly.
It's quite the explanation. Yeah, I support Donald Trump.
Okay, why do you support Donald Trump?
His policies, did you not see the viral video of them saying 4 more years today?
No, I did not. What policy? Name one specific one.
One specific policy?
Yeah.
There's a ton of policies that I support of Donald Trump. Let's see here. His border security. We'll start there.
Name one specific border security policy.
Why are you looking like that for?
Name one specific border security policy that you agree with, that he's passed.
Are you okay? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, you should ask yourself that. Do you have an answer to the question? Can you name one specific border security policy that Donald Trump passed that you like?
Yeah, absolutely I can. Let me ask you this question. How would you feel if somebody broke into your house and harmed your family that was an illegal immigrant?
I would hope that person is deported. If people commit violent crimes and bad crimes and they're in the country undocumented, I would hope that they're deported. Now, can you answer my question? I would love to hear an answer. What specific immigration border policy did Donald Trump pass that you think is good?
Yeah, his policy to where Donald Trump is going to run for 8 years.
So you can't mention a single policy. You just said that you want him to run for 8 years. He's already been running for more than 8 years. So do you want him? Did you want him to stop running prior to the 2024 election?
No, but you guys tried to. Sorry, the connection's really bad. It's showing one bar on my end.
That's what happens when you buy.
You guys tried to. You guys tried to impeach Donald Trump. See what's gonna happen is now that Daddy's in office, you guys are pretty much fucked. And Donald Trump will run another 4 years. So sit back and enjoy the show and get your fucking tissue box and yeah, wipe your fucking liberal tears.
So I like how you can't mention any specific policy and you're just in your feelings about how you
Dude,
hate
I
liberals.
just told you border security.
You couldn't mention a single border security policy
Is
that you
border
thought was
security,
good.
dude. The border.
And what was the policy?
The border's safer. The border's safer than it's ever been.
What was the policy?
If it wasn't for Joseph Biden,
what was the
opening
policy?
up the fucking border for all the illegal immigrants.
Hold on, I'm asking you, what was the policy?
Flood into the United States, ICE would not be here.
Chad, I don't think he knows what the policy is. What was the policy? Sir, we're gonna need a policy on aisle 1. We need you to give us a policy on aisle 1.
Hey, look here, you fucking cock puffer. I work a 9 to 5, okay? I got other priorities in life than to be ass deep in fucking politics, okay? I support Donald Trump. I support his policies. I agree with what he's doing for the United States.
We have a cult member on aisle 1 that doesn't want to change their mind no matter what and says you can't even look into anything even though he has a 9 to 5 when there's plenty of other people in the comment section that have 9 to 5s that still look into things. Clean up on aisle 1.
Shouldn't you be like poking what's his name in the ass right now? What's his name? Dean? Shouldn't you be fucking Dean right now?
I know you like thinking about gay sex all the time, specifically in terms of me and Dean having sex, but I don't know how that was relevant to the conversation.
No, well, I mean, that's just kind of, like, I
know it's completely
that,
relevant to you to like make up all these like sexual fantasies about like me and Dean specifically, and about how you're saying that like I'm gay
I
and stuff.
understand that.
Is that, is that like getting you off right now or something? What are you talking about? Why do you bring that up right now?
I actually think it's fucking disgusting, and I think.
So then, why are you bringing that up on the live stream specifically in that context? It was completely irrelevant. You just used it as you said deflection. I choose you. All right, later, bitch. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria list on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Let's get this next individual up here real quick. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria list on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Nah, Parker, I'm a fan, bro. I didn't mean to join.
I appreciate you very much. Don't worry. It's super easy to accidentally send a request. I totally got you there. Let's get this next individual up here real quick. Mercedes, thank you so much for the Galaxy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alrighty, let's get this next individual up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah, of course.
And what's your birth year?
04.
Okay. What month were you born?
February.
What day?
Dude, why do you need to know all that? It's 15th.
You'd be. You said you were what year again?
21.
And you said you're
04.
2004. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd be 22, man, because that's already passed this
22.
year.
Yeah. So my birthday was actually like 2 days ago, but
So-
I'm still in the process of like, I'm 22, but I'm used to still saying like 21.
Okay. You know what? I actually kind of do believe you.
Yeah. I'm literally not lying. Like, I'm 21.
So I'm going to ask you one specific question. You are 21.
Yeah.
Just a basic question. What is a typical work week? Like how long?
Usually 40 to 50 hours.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I work. Sometimes
Okay.
over. I like the no overtime on tax. That's been hitting recently. It's been hitting.
Well, that would
so
exist under
good.
either administration, and that's a
No, it
deduction
wouldn't.
on your
Nah,
taxable income.
Actually, my taxes last year under the administration, I was actually being taxed upwards to 30%, where now it's down to 15% on an annual income tax.
Let me just let you know that was Donald Trump's tax policy.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is complaining about Donald Trump's plan.
Well, no, I mean, we've for the lower 10% and 12%, we've seen 4% and inflation adjustments on our tax plans, and we've seen a standard deduction increase from $1,500 to $1,600 for the 2026 tax year, and that's according to IRS.gov.
Yeah, that's because of the big beautiful bill. But under the prior tax
that's the
plan,
greatest bill.
Listen,
Sorry,
no, it's not. Under the prior tax plan, that tax plan was Trump's tax plan. So all you're saying is Donald Trump changed his own tax plan, right, to be able to increase the standard deduction very slightly, by the way. Whereas Kamala Harris is advocating to massively increase the child tax credit to $6,000 for the first year of a child's life.
That was already done under Trump. Trump gave $1,000 to kids.
Listen,
that was the child tax credit.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you something.
Yes or no?
Just listen. So she wanted to expand that to $6,000 for the first year of a child's life, $3,600 through them being 5 years old, $3,000 through them being 18. It's about $2,200 right now. It would have been massively increased under Harris's administration. Plus, she wanted to do a $25,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers for new homes. She wanted to do a $50,000 tax deductible for small businesses in the first year of them starting out. She wanted to maintain the no tax on tips, no tax on tips deductions. They're not completely no tax, but they're deductions. She wanted to maintain those, and any tax cut applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year, and only wanted to increase taxes on income over $400,000 a year in order to be able to mitigate and reduce the deficit.
The last time she was in power, though, she statistically incarcerated more African Americans than almost anybody in political power when she was, I think, a prosecutor in California.
How many people?
Over 90% of African American males were incarcerated under her her power.
I'm sorry, but that's just a made up number. What's your source?
That's just from.
You said 90% of news. You said 90% of people who are black were specifically.
Maybe not 90%, but
you said 90% of people who are black were incarcerated under Harris's administration. That's just a made up lie. Okay, give us a source.
That's from NBC News. We've seen the highest
incarceration. What's the title?
Kamala Harris criminal justice policies in California angered progressiveness and police.
Kamala Harris. Wait, so Kamala Harris what?
It was Kamala Harris criminal justice policies in California, which were a complete fail to a lot of people who were
NBC?
under her. Yeah.
Okay. Criminal policy.
And then she completely
Here we go. Let's see what it says. Where does it justify your point? Where does it say it?
I mean, if you want to find the number.
Hint is nowhere. So the site that you're trying to reference is gun crime convictions rose to 92% in the first 5 years she was in office, according to her book.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with specifically just black men. That has to do with the fact that she was addressing gun control, and they were increasing conviction rates specifically, therefore going after people who have actually committed to the crimes to a greater extent. Did you know that? Did you know that means that she was going after the people that actually committed the crimes to a greater extent then? Because they actually got convictions?
It rose 29% under her policies.
Well, no, that's felony conviction rates. So that means that they were going after people who committed felonies and convicting them to a greater extent, which means the people that
I
they're going.
support her
Listen,
prosecuting
listen.
criminals.
It means the people they're going after, right, are people who have committed the crimes to a greater extent, which means they're actually making the area a safer place. You actually just literally owned yourself. What is up with Trump
How?
supporters recently citing articles that just debunk themselves?
She locked people up for minor offenses like marijuana.
Wait. Oh, well, you can't say that on live. TikTok TOS.
Oh,
And
I
by the
can't.
way, that was specifically just violations of probation. She was literally enforcing the law that already exists. She advocated for the legalization of that. But you can't say that it's TikTok TOS. It will limit the push of the stream, so I have to go on to the next person. If you have a second account, you can come back up and keep talking to me on a different account. Yeah, what's up, Holiday?
Parker.
How old are you?
Parker.
Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that to the criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Bruno, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. Seriously, though, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Bruno. Thank you. Ivy, thank you for the $12. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think that, yeah, there would have been a likely chance of that. As well as Ivy, thank you for the $30 as well. Thank you so much on Venmo. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. Of course, I always will. Thank you. Mark, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Hannah, thank you for the $1. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alan, thank you so much for the $5. And Lance, thank you for the $5 as well. I have some people to think over on YouTube, but let's make sure to get this next person up here before we do. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap the screen. Karen, thank you for the $20 as well on Venmo. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Karen. Thank you. Let's get this next individual up here, everybody. Yo, what's up, Howdy?
Could you just not press so hard on my leg?
Oh, I think they accidentally did. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Parker, what's going on, man?
How old are you? You're swiped out of the app. I can't hear you when you swipe out of the app.
Oh, I said I'm 19. Sorry.
What's your birth year?
2006.
What month?
June.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, or actually the election were held today, Kamala Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
I would rather vote for Donald Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Man, I just think his policies are just way better. The way he's handling the whole ICE situation, and I think the whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff's taken a little ridiculous. I don't think he did a lot of the things he's being accused of, and I think Kamala's a hypocrite.
Jeffrey Epstein or Trump?
I think Trump being involved with Jeffrey Epstein, I think a lot of it's false accusations.
Okay, so against Epstein or against Trump?
What do you mean?
Do you think the false accusations are toward Epstein or toward Trump?
No, I think Epstein did a lot of crazy stuff, but I think the stuff that's directed to Trump being involved with Epstein, I think a lot of it's nonsense.
Okay, so then I guess my question would then be is how do you feel about the fact that there's a credible accusation against Donald Trump specifically, where, again, there was a person who got a settlement with the Epstein estate that also accused Donald Trump?
Well, see, man, listen, have you read all of the Epstein files?
No. That's impossible.
You need to dig deep.
No one could have read
well,
every
I
single
haven't
one
read
of them.
all of it either, but I've read a good bit. You know, I've stayed up every night for the past week or two. Not stayed up all the way,
So
but
then how do you support Trump?
No, I just think a lot of it's just BS. I think there's no credible things whenever there's photos
I
of
just gave
Kamala
you an
hanging
example
out
and
with
you're
a
not
lot
even
of people.
engaging with that point. You said there are photos of
Wait,
Kamala
what did you
Harris.
say? Can you repeat yourself?
What photos of Kamala Harris are you referencing?
There's photos of Kamala Harris hanging out with people
Kamala.
who have been accused in the Epstein
Who?
Epstein files. Roger Ramirez, are you familiar with that name?
No, I'm not.
Are you familiar with Colin Schwegel?
Nope.
Bro, Dean, come on.
I'm not Dean.
Or not Dean. I'm not Dean. I'm not Dean. I'm being so serious. I did not mean to call you Dean. But Parker, have you ever heard of Xavier Murphy? All these people, all these names, they're very...
Can you give me a source that she was hanging out with him?
I just seen it on Twitter a few days ago.
Yeah, I'd like a source, not just a claim from Twitter. And also, I just want to let you know, have you seen the pictures of Trump with Epstein?
I mean, I've seen a few.
Have you seen the
saying
videos
they're
of
not
Trump
buddies.
hanging out with Epstein? Have you seen the clip of Trump saying that he likes, he thinks that Epstein's a terrific guy and he likes beautiful women as much as he does, many of them on the younger side?
Listen, man, I think that's all old news, and I think that's just all in the past. And I think people can change, and I think Donald Trump seriously has changed for the better.
What reason do you have to believe that?
Because, man, he's repented.
So why is he protecting PDFs in the Epstein files by not releasing them?
I don't think he really controls that. I think that's other people in the government.
Then why was he trying to prevent Marjorie Taylor Greene from wanting the support or the release of the Epstein files?
Yeah,
why does he say that Marjorie Taylor Greene is a traitor? Because of the fact that she wanted the release of the Epstein files.
I don't really know who that is. I'm sorry, Parker.
You don't know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is?
Absolutely not. I know Joshua Medina, Roger Ramirez, Carly Weldon, Xavier Murphy, Talon Johnson, who were all seen with Kamala, who have all been brought up in the Epstein files.
And I'm asking you for a source of that, and you just said Twitter. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I want an actual source.
You can search it up on Twitter. You want to search it up on Twitter? Kamala Harris with Colin Schwegel.
Kamala, 1. 2, give me an actual source that's not just a Twitter.
Am I pronouncing her name wrong? Why do you keep...
Yes, you are. I literally pronounce it differently. Kamala Harris. You can just say Harris if you can't pronounce it. If you can't pronounce her name correctly, just say Harris.
Okay. Harris.
Okay. Now then find me something that's not Twitter, because that's literally a trust me, bro.
That's not a trust me, bro. I mean, have you not searched up other people's claims? I've watched you search up other people's claims. Search it up on Twitter. You'll find it.
Yeah. Twitter is not a source, man. That's like saying search it up on TikTok, dude. Shut the fuck up. Give me an actual source.
Parker, are you educated? I'm telling you, I don't know the actual source.
You are not educated.
I'm not educated?
Yeah, you're not.
I think you're being a little ridiculous. Because I'm just saying, man, I feel like if you search it up on Twitter,
I feel like if you actually did some basic research, that would be great.
I mean,
not just claiming I saw it on X.
You don't even know these names.
If someone came up on my live stream and just said, look it up on TikTok, I would not take that as a legitimate source. That's stupid. Use your brain and actually find a legitimate research paper, find a fucking media article, find something legitimate. If you gave that to your fucking teacher, they would laugh at you and give you an F. So give me an actual basis.
The cyber killers. Kamala has all photos of them. Do you not? Kamala. She has countless photos with Saul Goldsberry, probably around.
What is the source? What's the source?
Bro, if you look it up on Twitter, you can find the source.
What's the actual source? Not just Twitter says this. I can claim you hear it on TikTok right now and on YouTube. I'm claiming that's not real. Do you accept that as a source? I'm on TikTok. Again, TikTok's a source. YouTube's a source. So this is on TikTok and YouTube right now. I'm saying you're wrong. Do you accept that as a source? If not, then shut the fuck up and find me something real.
Bro, listen. Listen, man. I'm telling you right now. I do apologize. I don't have the actual link to a article, but I did see Twitter post about an article of Kamala.
Give me a title. Give me something legitimate. Give me something I can verify. If you can't give me something I can verify, why'd you say it on a live?
Okay, look up. You can look up on Google.
You go on a live in front of 10,000 people and you just say things with no evidence?
Bro, I'm telling you. Look up on Google. Wait, is Google not a credible source?
Google's a search engine, not a source, genius.
Oh, well, I'm saying you can find stuff that would make it a credible source. But Kamala Harris
you can do that too. Why don't you do it?
Who are mentioned in the Epstein files, like Saul Goldsberry, Colin Schwegel,
how about
Xavier Murphy,
hey, how about this?
Carly Weldon.
Hey, sir. I'll give you time to look it up. I'll thank some people. I'll give you some time to look it up, and you can come back to me with a title. Because you said it's so easy.
You're not going to have me back. You're not going to have me back.
Yes, I will. Wait, you don't have to leave in order to look it up. You can look it up, and every 2 minutes or so, come back and make sure you see me into the app. Come back, make sure you see me, and then you can keep looking. I'll thank people in the meantime. Just go ahead and do that.
All right.
Raymond, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Sean, thank you for the $50. Thank you on Venmo. Thank you so much. Give me some W's for Sean in the comment section right now. Thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Fossey, thank you so much for the $10. Said happy Ramadan day. Absolutely. To you as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bruno, thank you so much for the $2 as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Bruno. Get some W's for Bruno in the comment section right now. Thank you. Literally, though. Anthony as well, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Benjamin, thank you for the $10 as well. Benjamin, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. Melody, thank you for the $5. Happy birthday to your husband. That's amazing. I'm glad to hear that he got you into this. It's amazing to hear. Thank you so much, Melody. Happy birthday to him. Jose, thank you so much for the $20 as well. Thank you so much. Get some W's for Jose in the comment section right now. Thank you. Thank you. Let me thank some people over on YouTube as well. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. I hope get it out to more people. Did you find the source?
Yeah.
What's the title?
So there's an article.
You have to remember it and then come back in the app. I won't be able to hear you while you're out of the app. Just letting you know.
Yeah, sorry. So there's a source on New York Times. I'm not really that familiar with it. I've heard of it. You know, I'm not. I think it's credible.
Yeah,
you know,
what's
New York
the
Times.
title?
Kamala Harris seen with the cyber killers. Kamala seen with the cyber killers: Saul Goldsberry, Colin Schwagel, Carly Weldon, Xavier Murphy, Roger Ramirez, Joshua Medina. You should be, if you search up one of those names, you should be able to find the article. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you, Parker.
I literally put, wait, what is this from? What article?
New York Times.
From New York Times?
There's countless articles about these people's names being involved with Kamala Harris who are in.
Nope, I don't see a single article.
Just look up the cyber killers. Have you never heard? They're like a.
I literally typed in New York Times, Kamala Harris seen with cyber killers.
You for real didn't see nothing? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Parker. I wish. Is there not a way I can stream record?
I feel like you're trolling.
No, I'm not.
Then why'd you almost
literally
just
not.
laugh?
Because it's silly to me that you're not being able to find it. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Because it doesn't exist. See, that's why you just laughed.
No, it does exist. Why would I? That's too much stuff to make up. Why would I make that up?
It's not too much stuff to make up. Why'd you just say that? You're obviously trolling. I'm about to kick you right now. Can you admit you're trolling before I kick you?
Wait, excuse me. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Can you admit you're trolling before I kick you?
I mean, I'm not trolling, but can you tell me a reason why?
You are trolling. I'm not stupid.
I'm not. Hey, don't mute me, boy.
Yeah, you are.
That's one thing you're not gonna do.
I'll mute you. How long?
That's one thing you're not gonna do. I can. Stop. Parker, bad boy. Bad boy. Bad.
Keep unmuting yourself.
Bad boy.
Good boy.
Parker.
Good boy.
Mute me if you're.
Good boy.
Mute
good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Keep being a 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 good boy. Keep unmuting yourself.
Yo.
What a good boy.
I've sent some.
What a good boy. Keep speaking.
I've sent some.
What a good boy. Keep speaking. What a good boy. Keep trying.
Come on, Parker. Stop.
Oh, what a good boy.
Parker, you know.
What a good boy.
All right, brother. Stop fucking with me.
You're trolling me. Do you not want me to do this back to you?
Parker.
Is this not fun?
Are
you having fun right now?
I'm not trolling.
Yeah, you are.
What have I?
You're clearly trolling.
What have I said to make?
Are you having fun right now?
What have I said? No,
I'm having a great time, dude. I love rage baiting people that were clearly trolling and rage baiting. This is fun. I'm really having a good time right now, actually.
I wasn't raging.
Zachary, thank you so much for the $15 on PayPal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Seriously, though, Zachary, thank you so much. Give some W's for them in the comment section right now. It's they don't understand it's the overall everything. That's what they don't understand. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2007.
Okay, and what month?
September.
And if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, for sure. Denise, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $25 on PayPal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I know, right? They always want me to do their homework, right? Alrighty, why do you support Trump?
Because he doesn't want abortion.
Okay. So you would say if a candidate wants there to be legal access to abortion, you wouldn't support that candidate? That's a disqualifier for you?
I don't think second-term abortion's right in any state. Main reason. Second reason, a heartbeat is life.
Life begins conception. So I very much disagree with that. Biologists disagree with you as well.
All right, that's just like a liberal. That's a liberal opinion. That's
See,
a liberal opinion.
That's not a liberal opinion. That's literally what biologists say. So if you're saying liberal is equal to fact, then I mean, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I just don't think abortion's right. I also support him for the immigration laws.
Where in the human body does pregnancy occur?
What?
Where in the human body does pregnancy occur?
In the stomach?
Are you trolling? They're literally saying it in the chat.
What do you mean trolling?
What do you mean in the stomach, bro? Do you think that you as a baby were just sitting next to the fucking stomach acid? You think you were swimming in that shit? Are you kidding me? You think you were in the stomach? Do you think babies just get shit out or something? They go through the intestines?
No, fucking dumbass.
Okay. So where in the human body does pregnancy occur?
In the vagina?
No. No, that's not where pregnancy occurs. Pregnancy occurs in the uterus. No way. What? Dude, why are you saying you want to restrict people's access to abortion, but you literally thought that pregnancy either happened in the vagina or the stomach?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Do you have any last words, bro?
I like how he's deporting illegal aliens.
Are you trolling, Luke?
Why would I be trolling?
Because what you just said was so unbelievably stupid that I can't even possibly believe that you're a real human.
How is it stupid? These fucking illegal immigrants stealing healthcare, fucking not paying their taxes.
Undocumented immigrants they do pay taxes.
No, they don't.
And they do pay into our federal systems.
They
over $100 billion paid into our systems by undocumented immigrants in 2022.
Okay, so a fucking illegal immigrant goes to the ER, say they get into a car crash, they're not paying shit. While we as fucking documented Americans have to pay.
So unless you believe that it's not a human right
and
for
they get
people
free
to get access
schooling
to
too.
emergency care,
They're getting.
Do you think it's a human right for every human within the country to get access to emergency care? Or would you say that if someone is dying that they shouldn't be able to get access to care if they can't pay for it? Unmute yourself.
Not an illegal immigrant.
So you think undocumented immigrants, if they are literally dying, you just think that they should just die? You wouldn't provide them health care?
Okay. If we were in China,
so to clarify, if you think doctors,
no, don't speak over me.
No, what you think is that doctors should clarify immigration status before literally determining whether or not they should give life-saving care. That's what you just said.
Nah, don't mute me. Quit muting me. No, shut up. Okay, so if we were illegal in China, you think they're just gonna fucking let us get?
Did you hear what I said at all, man? I'm gonna say it one more time. Do you think that doctors and nurses should check immigration status before giving life-saving care?
Wait, repeat yourself.
Do you think doctors and nurses should check immigration status before they give you life-saving care?
Yeah.
Really? So if someone's dying, they're bleeding out on the table, before they administer any care, you're saying that you have to check documents to see whether or not they have legal status?
No.
That means
but
people would die on the operating table?
No. I think they should get deported if they don't pay their shit.
So you think they're going to be deported while they're literally getting emergency care?
After. I mean, that's a loss in the
United
States.
So how are they going to pay it? How are they going to pay for it if they're deported?
I mean, they weren't going to pay it either way.
Undocumented immigrants do pay their bills in plenty of circumstances. I don't know why you assume that undocumented immigrants never pay their bills.
No. That's why ICE is going after all the contractors because they don't pay shit.
No, it's actually ICE is going after people specifically who did pay taxes. They're literally looking for tax ID information.
Oh, good.
And they're using the tax ID.
No. Good.
Luke, they're using the tax ID information to go after people. These are people who literally did pay into the system.
Dude, quit muting me, you fucking idiot. They can go the legal
cry
process.
About it, you snowflake?
They can go through the legal process like every other fucking immigrant in the United States.
Then Trump should have to go, then Trump should go through the legal process when he wants to deport them.
And who opened the borders? Dumbass?
Biden never opened the borders.
Joe Biden.
Okay, what is it?
He let in everyone.
Luke, what is an open border?
Open border means letting in immigrants, not fucking putting them back into their country.
Okay, so no deportations. So you think there were no deportations under the Biden-Harris administration?
I mean, very few. I mean, I think millions of illegals came into the country. No.
So there were deportations. You're just denying
Yeah, but
objective reality.
millions came into the country.
Hey, Luke.
I mean, you can
You're
talk about the
denying
fact that
objective reality.
Trump.
How many
You can talk
undocumented
about
immigrants? Hey,
you can
pause.
talk
Luke.
about the fact
Luke.
that you can talk
Luke.
about the fact that Trump
Luke.
deporting people, but Obama did the same thing. Obama did the same thing, but nobody talked about it.
Yeah, we do talk about it. So you just
No one
admitted
talked
that
about the fact that
you just admitted that there's not.
about
I like how you just admitted there's not an open border under Democrats after just
Quit
claiming that
talking
there was an
over me.
open
No,
border
no, no.
under
We don't.
Democrats.
No one talks about the. No one talks about.
Wait,
the
so
fact
to
that
clarify, there wasn't
Obama-
an open border under Obama then, right?
Obama deported people, and no one talks
So there,
about
so
that.
there
but
wasn't
everyone
an
talks
open
about
border.
Trump.
So there wasn't an open border, right?
No,
Oh, you just contradicted yourself. Nice job.
there wasn't an open border when Obama was in presidency.
Yeah, you just conceded. Under the Democrats,
I guess-
there was not an open border.
Okay, but he still deported people. I don't think Biden deported shit.
He did. You're just denying reality. You want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet.
That's what I thought. So, do you want to stop lying?
So why do you support?
Wait, so to
illegal
clarify, Luke,
immigration?
are you
Why
done
do you
lying?
support?
Are you done
I'm not
lying?
lying.
You were.
I'm not
You were
lying.
literally lying.
No,
you just
no,
said,
explain.
You said there was an open border under the Democrats,
Explain why illegal.
and I just
explain
proved
why
how you were
illegal-
wrong. Hey, Luke.
Explain why illegal immigration is good for the country. Explain why. Explain why, liberal.
Well, I think people who are in the country undocumented who haven't committed a violent crime or bad crime should be given a pathway to citizenship where they don't have to leave the country. So I think that they should go through the legal process, and there should just be a legal process where they don't have to leave the country. Again, if they have not committed a violent crime or bad crime.
They could have just done that without fucking coming into the country illegally.
But the process
about
takes
that.
several years on average and costs thousands
That's
of dollars.
their fault. If they want to come
It's
to our
not their
country,
fault.
do
It's
the-
actually
follow the
it's actually
rules.
our fault. It's our fault because we do not give them a legal process that is quick enough.
Okay, how does every other country? How does China?
By the way,
work?
to clarify, you'd rather literally pedophiles, right, in the Epstein files that have raped children be walking free
yeah,
on the
there's
streets.
fucking illegal immigrants.
Be quiet, buddy. I'm speaking. So you'd rather pedophiles that have raped children in the Epstein files, right, run free on the streets, right, than an undocumented immigrant come to this country for a better life. And by the way, they were still
Quit
going
muting
to be
me. Hey, quit muting me. This has nothing to do with that.
Then shut the fuck up and let me speak. You won't be muted if you don't
Don't
cut
tell
me
me
off.
shut the fuck up, pussy. I'll fucking beat you.
Shut the fuck up. Luke, you're probably like just as skinny as me, right? You're not tough. You sound weak as fuck. I don't care that you're saying
Shut
that.
up, fucking faggot.
Oh, and you're just going to use a slur, Luke. So I'm kicking you now, Luke, not only because you're stupid, but because you are so emotional that you can't even engage in an intellectual and productive dialogue that you literally had to slur to get kicked from the stream. You just slurred in order to be able to literally get kicked from the stream because you knew that if you slurred, you would get kicked from the stream. And you did that in order to run away from the debate because you clearly knew you were losing. So that's what low IQ MAGA cowards do when they clearly see that they're losing the argument. They try to throw out the slur so that they get kicked from the stream so that they can blame it on me when I kick them. Casey, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Apparently, they must think that. Evan, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you so much for the stomach acid babies. Thank you so much. Liz, thank you for the $1. I really appreciate it. Raymond, thank you for the $5 as well. Thank you so much. Katarina, thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. I know it's so ridiculous to say that IVF is wrong. It's so absurd. Thank you so much, Katarina. I really appreciate it. Thank you. As well as Kilo, thank you so much. Or Kilo, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. If you are not a MAGA coward and you want to debate, make sure to send a guest request right now. We are just looking for some debates. If you want to support me as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you get to support me over YouTube Super Chat as always. Emily Flash, thank you so much for the membership subscription. Thank you very much. You have a Pality?
Yeah, I'm 29.
And do you support Trump?
I do.
What's your birth year?
96.
Okay. And if the election were held today and you could either vote for Trump or Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Well, I mean, there's a myriad of different reasons, right? The main reason being I'm a more pro-life individual, and Trump seems to be the more pro-life leaning candidate.
Okay. So why are you pro-life?
Well, as far as when you want to start talking about, when does life begin, fetal heartbeats, et cetera, right? I don't have a uterus, so I don't really get an opinion on that. But when I start looking at it from more of like a pragmatic, perspective, and earlier you made a point that I actually do agree with, that by 2050, our population is going to be declined, and it does influence, like I think you said 14.6 trillion added to the deficit based on the population decline, correct?
No, based upon based on immigration. So immigration actually led to a $14.5 trillion decrease in the deficit. So immigration is a way that we can offset the fact that we have a reducing birth rates. I don't think forcing people to go through pregnancies is the way to actually address the reduction in birth rate. And I don't think that will be a positive or beneficial to anyone. And I think that's actually still going to lead to significantly worse circumstances. If you said that because you don't have a uterus, you shouldn't have an opinion, then why do you say that people should be put in prison for literally getting an abortion? Then
Well,
that makes no
I
sense.
never said that people should be put in prison for having an abortion. But what I will
Well, that's
say
the
is
pro-life worldview.
that, well, that's not necessarily true, right? You're generalizing a group of individuals, right? And
Wait,
I just don't believe.
Can I just ask a clarifying question? Do you think
Yeah.
it should be legal to get access to an abortion?
So I think there are certain instances where abortion could be viable, especially when it presents a present risk to the mother or to the child, especially to the mother, right? Because the mother holds the I guess you could say the more sentient life value. So if you have an ectopic pregnancy, right, and the doctor says yes, there's like a 90% chance that you might lose your life if you continue this pregnancy. Obviously, I think that should be an option for them to
So
go
can
through
I
with
clarify
termination.
quick? In elective
Yes, sir.
circumstances, should it be legal?
In elective, yes, but only I feel
No,
like it should have a
legal
little
or illegal?
legal. In
Okay,
elective,
if it should be legal in elective circumstances, then what you're essentially arguing is that you're pro-choice.
well, so
Because
I
you
can't
might
I
say
can't
that
say
you
that right
disagree
because
with abortion, but you don't think it should be illegal for people to get access to an abortion.
so under a very stringent set of circumstances, no, I don't think it should be illegal, right? And the stringent set of
Wait,
circumstances.
I asked you elective circumstances. For example, my girlfriend gets pregnant. Should she be allowed to get an abortion because she just wants one?
No,
And we're not
I don't
ready to
believe
have
that.
children yet. So you think
I
it should
don't
be
believe that.
illegal? So if I were to
So
pay for my
I think if
girlfriend's
I finish my
abortion,
point, I think
should
if
I
I
go to
finish my
prison?
point, it'll come. No, so not necessarily prison, no, but I don't believe that just because you got pregnant and then you don't want a child, right? I don't believe that should be a reason to go through with ending,
Okay, but
a
what's the
fetus's
punishment?
life. The punishment could be anything, right? It could be a ticket, like speeding, right? Speeding can be a ticket. There could be like a financial fine on top of it.
You should fine people for getting abortion.
For just elective reasons, absolutely.
Why?
Obviously,
Why
I
would you
don't feel
fine
like you should be
people?
good. The same reason you fine people for jaywalking or parking too long, et cetera, right? But I think if you kind of just let me
I
finish
don't
my
think
point, right?
you should be fined for getting access to an abortion. By the way, if you think abortion is murder, then you're essentially saying people should be fined for murder. So would you be okay with fining people who literally murdered adults?
Well, so you're kind of conflating two different issues, right? So if you murder a fully born, like live adult male, obviously it's not going to be the same thing as an elective abortion, right? Because when you carry out an elective abortion, right, like the example that you just gave me, if you pay for your girlfriend's abortion, right, your girlfriend is therefore committing the act of the abortion. Right? That doesn't mean that you murdered them or somebody else murdered them or the doctor murdered them. They made the viable choice to have that fetus removed from their body and unalived, right? And then Kamala Harris made like a strict standpoint on how she wanted to eliminate the Senate filibuster and return Roe v. Wade back to abortions being available up to fetal viability, right? And I don't agree with that.
That's a
I
good
don't agree
thing.
with that whatsoever, right? But when you start talking about populations,
But you're not really
right,
giving a good reason why.
Yeah. So 2015 to 2019, the CDC reported over 3 million abortions, right? 2015 to 2019, right? So do you think that doesn't have an effect on the population of the United
I
States
have
of
no
America?
issue with people getting abortions. That's like, do you want to get rid of people's access to contraceptives because that reduces how many people would exist in the country?
No, I think that contraceptives are the best way to avoid an abortion.
Okay, so then the point that I would make is that you would then you're not doing this for birth rates. You're not going to force people to abide by a certain set of actions there just because you want to bring up the birth rate. The birth rate would be like, if you want to like affect the birth rate, you want to like impact the country economically speaking in order to be able to ensure that's okay. Increase population by legal immigration. That's people choosing to come here, not by forcing people against their will to literally go through pregnancy.
Well, I do believe the United States accepts more legal immigrants every year than any other country in the world, right?
Not Germany.
Okay, well, if that is true, right, we would be second in the world, correct? I think it's
Yeah.
like 2.3 million per year added, in a legal perspective, not even counting H-1B or H-2B visa programs.
Okay, what's your point then?
I mean,
I think there
my
should be
point
more
is, right?
illegal immigration.
You think there should be more illegal?
More illegal
Why is that?
immigration.
More legal? I mean,
Yeah, I
I
want to
can
make the
agree with
legal
that.
process go quicker, and for people who are in the country undocumented who have not committed
I mean,
violent crimes
yeah.
or bad crimes, I think they should be given a pathway to citizenship where they don't have to leave the country.
And what does that look like to you?
That's a mass amnesty program alongside making the legal process go quicker.
Well, didn't Lyndon B. Johnson do a mass amnesty program?
You're thinking Reagan.
Reagan? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
But you have to put that alongside making the legal process go significantly quicker.
Okay, and how much quicker are you looking at making that? Or are you in support of
I
it?
think it should take maximum 6 months.
And then what kind of number are you looking at for legal immigration every year to increase that, right? Because you got to start looking at immigration law and the courts and the backlog of the courts. Right? I mean, there's only a finite amount of immigration judges and lawyers that are going to be able to see these cases, right?
Yeah, so invest in there being more judges.
I think we're going to just kind of solely disagree on that, right? I mean, I do agree with, making it a little bit easier as a pathway to citizenship, but being as America, is where everybody wants to come to that comes here illegally or legally. I believe that if it's worth it to you to risk yourself, being deported from entering the country illegally and committing like a misdemeanor, and then some people can continue to reoffend, right? And I think like the third time is a felony or the second time is a felony. But, there's so many different pathways with the H-1B programs, H-2B programs. And then you can come in and apply for green card programs. Making it faster, yeah, I can agree with you. But, not mass amnesty, no.
Why not? Like it wouldn't make our country worse off in any way, and it would allow for us to focus on people who actually are a threat to the safety and security of our population, rather than focusing on people who are just here for a better life.
Yeah, but like a mass amnesty deal, right? When you start talking about mass amnesty and you just grant amnesty to all people who are here illegally or undocumented,
It's not what I said.
You're gonna miss individuals that.
That's not what I
did
said. I
commit
never said
crime.
everyone that was here. I said people who have not committed a violent crime or bad crime. So there would still be
In
a
the
vetting
country right
process. There
now,
would still
or
be
in
a
their
legal
in the country right now, or in the country of record.
in the country right now.
But what about the ones that committed those crimes in the country that they came from?
Well, yeah, people have committed crimes historically speaking. I wouldn't want in the country if they've committed violent crimes or bad crimes.
Okay. And then how do you feel about the Lincoln Riley Act?
I think it's ridiculous.
Why is that?
It's essentially undermining due process under my view, because it's only saying an accusation is enough to deport someone. Accusations of wrongdoing are not enough. You need evidence and due process.
The detention requirements, according to the DHS website, is non-citizens who are charged with, arrested for, or convicted of theft-related burglary, larceny, shoplifting.
Charged with could just be an accused.
I mean, it's not like somebody just walking in the street and being like, "Oh, bam, you stole this," right? But then it also kind of puts in like a place of like checks and balances.
There needs to be due process. Someone commits a crime, there's a due process for that crime.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of when you flip over, right, and you start looking at state lawsuits that were kind of enacted by the Lincoln Riley Act, and it allows the states to actually sue the federal government for mishandling of detainee or deportation or immigration proceedings, right? And I would assume that does fall under the individuals that they wrongfully detain or deport. It allows that state to sue the federal government in the same act. So it has a checks and balances system to it.
So although it could have systems in it specifically that to some degree, if there's like some sort of checks and balances that we could say are making it better than what it would have been otherwise, doesn't mean that it's a preferable overall bill.
I mean, it passed with a massive bipartisan, right? It passed like 263 to 156, right? So obviously, there's enough Democrats who do support it. Well, what do you think about The Voice being reopened?
The Voice?
Yeah, Voice office for the DHS.
I'm not familiar.
Victims of immigration crimes.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
And so basically, I think it was under Bush. It was either Bush or Clinton. It was originally opened. Parents like Lake and Riley, they can seek, therapeutic services,
Didn't her
victim
family say to
advocate.
stop bringing her up politically?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it
So
could
then why do
be.
you keep doing it?
Okay, well then I'll change gears. Let's just say the
I'm
school
not
teacher
trying to
that
be
was
rude to you.
just.
I'm just saying, like,
No,
wouldn't you
I
want to
got you.
respect the wishes of the family
Understood.
that
Understood.
claimed that you shouldn't do that?
Yeah, I'll switch gears. The special ed teacher who was just killed in Savannah, Georgia, on the 16th, which was 2 days ago, by the illegal immigrant fleeing ICE. Right. So her
No, it was
family.
by ICE that was trying to chase them in a situation where they're not supposed to. During that time period, during that hour, they're not supposed to chase people because of the threat that can impose on the rest of society. So it was actually the fault of the ICE agents in that circumstance, not
Could you
specifically.
point me?
Yeah, what's up?
Could you point me towards the law that states that they're not supposed to specifically chase them in that hour?
Yeah, I got you. I got that it was specifically in that time. You're not supposed to specifically in that time rush them because it's like it was like rush hour, correct?
I believe it was later in the afternoon. Yes.
I got you. If you want to bring something up while I look this up.
Yeah, so just kind of going to the Voice office a little bit more while we're looking this up. Her family would have access to like free therapeutic services, counseling services, any kind of peer support groups through the DHS from other victims' families, victims themselves that survived, like SA or any other kind of terrible incident or robbery, carjacking, assault. It just kind of opens them up for that right there.
Wait, sorry, repeat what you just said.
Yeah, so the Voice office, right? It allows these families to have access, basically, to just kind of help and support services.
Okay, sir. Sorry, repeat what you just said. I apologize because I just found something from Herman Lawyers that says that they're supposed to, because of an increased collision risk, that they're not supposed to do car chases because it put increased collision risk, higher fatality rates, public safety concerns, and they have like priorities.
Yeah, but is it the state law in Georgia or their federal mandate in their policies and procedures?
Let me see if it's a federal or state.
Okay. But yeah, officially, the Voice office helps victims of crimes and their families by helping victims follow.
I think it's county law.
County, okay, and that would be
there's a no chase law, or actually, it's state's no chase law. There's state, and I think there's also county.
I think the no chase law indicates a certain level of speed, right? Because Florida has a no chase law for anything over 120 miles an hour.
I can bring it up and I can see.
Yeah, but the Voice office just kind of signs victims up to receive automated custody status. It helps them keep track of their cases based on their assaulters or anything that they've had. Provides additional criminal or immigration history for those illegal aliens, victims of their families. Kind of coincides with the Lake and Riley Act. Like if it was mishandled by the federal government and this person then reoffended and harmed them in any way, it opens them up to be able to go to their state and then sue the federal government for mishandling of a deportation procedure. But like I said, gives them access to social professionals, local contacts, who can connect them to resources and service providers.
Can you acknowledge, though, that this was specifically due to ICE then? Because there was official code of Georgia that specifically says that law enforcement, when conducting vehicular pursuits, the statute emphasizes importance on balancing the need to apprehend subjects while potential risks of public safety. Officers must evaluate several factors before initiating a chase, including the severity of the offense, the potential danger to the public, and the likelihood of apprehending the suspect without pursuit.
I'm looking this up right now.
The pursuits should only be initiated when suspect is believed to have committed a violent felony or poses significant risk to others. The criterion prevents pursuits for minor infractions, which could escalate into dangerous situations. The
So
decision
what was
to engage in a
ICE's?
chase must consider the environment, traffic conditions, and the time of day. The law requires officers to receive proper training, pursuit tactics, decision-making processes. The training equips officers with the skills necessary. So it's saying training stuff as well. So yeah, you have to consider the environment, traffic conditions, the time of day. So obviously, it literally says that, and it was literally during rush hour. That's the worst time of day specifically to do that. So due to the specific risk of the fact that there was so much traffic happening at that particular time, right, I would say that the no chase law likely would apply in this situation to say that the agents should not have done that in the very first place. But the issue is that there's no way of actually holding them accountable because of the fact that they're literally acting lawlessly without accountability because of the level of immunity given to them specifically by the Trump administration, with
Okay,
literally
so
no oversight right now.
it was not in rush hour. It was first thing in the
Take that
morning.
again. There's rush hour in the morning. Oh my gosh, did you know that?
Yeah, but I think between 6 and 9, right? So
What time is it during the morning?
Well, it could be 6 or 9, but it could also be 5 or 5:30 or whatever.
What
right?
was the
But
what
then
time of the day was it?
I am looking for the time right now. What time?
Meantime, while he finds that information, because I see 7 a.m. That's literally rush hour, right before work, dude. Like rush hour is not just like 5 p.m.
Can you just tell me what website you're on real quick so I can get on the same page?
I'm referencing what people are saying in the comment section based upon what they saw. And while you look it up, I can thank some people. Michaela, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's the guest about the support of victims of the president that he currently supports. Where are the laws, the DHS department, to support them? True. Thank you so much, Michaela. I really appreciate it. Thank you. As well as Sean, thank you so much for the $75 on Venmo. Give me some W's for Sean in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. They said, if accusations can get you deported, can't they get you impeached? Seriously, though. Thank you so much, Sean. Give me some W's for the $75 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Julia, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you so much. They said they also did not administer any medical help to her for 25 minutes. Let her sit in the car to die. That's absolutely fucking sick. That's absolutely sick. Emma, thank you for the $2. Thank you. I wouldn't know specifically the timestamp on it, but I did. I did say it earlier, to my knowledge. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Maria as well. Thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Of course, I always will. Thank you so much. Get some W's from Maria as well in the comment section. Let me thank some people on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, again, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen up. Let's get out to more people. We're at 420,000 likes right now, W. But if you're on TikTok, do tap that screen. Let's try to get to 1 million likes. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 3,000 likes. I think right now on YouTube, we have about 1,700 likes. Let's try to get to 3,000. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. Let me thank some people over on YouTube real quick. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, PayPal, link in the bio, as well as the description of YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. RC, thank you so much for that. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. They say, why are Republicans okay with these programs, but not universal health care or free college that benefits all citizens? True. WDB, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much for pregnancy is inherently dangerous. It is common, but the United States is incredibly high mortality rate for moms and babies worse if they're people of color specifically. They said permanently change and damage your body. That should be a choice. Totally agree. Can we have some W's for them in the comment section as well? Misha, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it literally took 3 hours to get through Ellis Island. Exactly. Hell's Pacifist, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. NS, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Can we get some W's for them in the comment section right now as well? Thank you. Oh, I totally get you there. I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you so much, NS. As well as Sam, thank you so much for the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Give me some W's for Sam in the comment section for the $50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. NS as well as thank you for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Justina, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's so funny. As well as Brittany, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I totally agree. Not all Christians should be judged by just MAGA Christians. I totally agree. As well as Omega, thank you for the $10. Brand with the $2. Joe, thank you for the $2. Lenol, thank you for the $5. Deanna, thank you so much for the $2. Broccoli, thank you so much for the $10 as well. Spiral, thank you for the 5. And Hawkeye, thank you for the 5. Zoe, thank you for the 2. Jamie, thank you for the 5. Ask Yourself, thank you for the 10. Trevor, thank you for the 5 as well. And Nicholas, thank you for the $10. If I did miss your donation, I do apologize. I hope I can get to everyone I possibly could. If you want to support me as always, again, Venmo, PayPal, link in the bio, as well as the description of YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. Alrighty, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, so it did happen at 7:45 a.m. You are correct; it was during rush hour. But the local news and NBC News have both reported that it was not a high-speed chase; that ICE was simply just kind of following him at a safe distance. So I would have to, kind of corroborate that from a few more sources.
What was their claim for why they specifically hit them then?
Right here it says Oscar Vasquez Lopez, the driver accused of Monday crash outside of Savannah, remained jail. You don't need to. That's just a bunch of. Okay, immigration officers were looking for Lopez to enforce an immigration judge's 2024 deportation order.
Has
Lindsey
that person
Williams.
committed a violent offense?
Yes, so he was a convicted criminal in the country in which he came from, which was Guatemala.
What crime?
And that is. It doesn't say exactly, but I will look him up. Oscar Vasquez Lopez.
Jasmine, thank you so much for the $5 as well on Venmo. Thank you so much. And
Oscar
the blessed one, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you so much.
Lopez.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous, but thank you so much. Really appreciate the blessed one. Thank you.
Oscar Vasquez Lopez.
Alrighty, again, if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, everyone. We're about to 2,000 likes. I'd really appreciate if you hit that thumbs up. We're about at 1828 right now. I'd seriously really appreciate it. If you want to support me as always, everyone, Venmo, PayPal, link in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. I'll be on for another hour and 30 minutes or so, everyone, just letting y'all know. Just letting you know, another hour and 30 minutes at least. If you're on TikTok, make sure to follow me if you haven't already as well, everyone. Alrighty. While he tries to find that information, did you already find it or no?
No, so it keeps just saying he was a criminal from Guatemala, but it won't give me the exact. Hold on, I will find it if you want to continue thanking people.
I'm done. I've caught up. Other than Hawkeye, thank you the $5. Thank you so much. They said guest said voice was formed under the Clinton or Bush. It was Trump's first admin. If he cares about it so much, how does he not know that?
Well, so voice, the technical term voice came from Trump's first admin, but the actual, representation of the idea, I can't remember what it was before. It was voice was formed under one of those two, Bush or Clinton.
Okay.
Oscar Vasquez.
But yeah, let me know if you can find their criminal record because you said that they committed a violent crime. Cyclone, I got you. I'll make sure to do that. I got you, Cyclone. Because we did hit around 420,000 likes on TikTok, We'll get another person up here to help him out while he does look for that real quick. If you're a Trump supporter, make sure to send a guest request right now. And if you're not a coward, let's see if we can get a debate up here. Do give us a quick second. Real quick. Alrighty. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Looks like they were driving to this next person up here real quick. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, hi.
Do you support Trump?
I do.
Okay, and if the election were held today and you could either vote for Harris or Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
And what's your birth year?
92.
Okay, and why do you support Trump?
I agree with a lot of his views that he has.
Have I talked to you recently?
You have.
Okay, I thought I have. I am just looking for people who haven't been on recently. Or just looking for people who have not been on recently.
So Parker, it says right here.
Hello?
1 second before you do. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
And do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Election were held today.
We
Harris
talked
versus
already,
Trump.
by the way.
How recently?
Like 2 days ago. We were talking
Okay.
about.
Alrighty. You said you found it?
Yeah, so he has a criminal record of a bunch of petty crimes in Guatemala, and then 3 immigration interactions from entering the country illegally 3 different times. So the judge issued him a final deportation order in
That's
2024.
That's not a reason to have a chase like that. So where'd you see that it was not a high speed chase? And
So
that they're
WC, what is their local? It's right here. What is their local news network? It's like WCJTV. Is their local
and
one.
by the way,
and
it's not
then-
just actually high speed. It is conducting high speed at pursuits. Never mind. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
And then NBC is
What's
NBC
the title?
News. NBC. I know that's South Florida. That's not Savannah, Georgia.
Oh my gosh. But so it sounds like they didn't commit a violent crime. So again, if it is the case that there was a high speed chase, then that would definitely not be justified to follow.
Yeah, NBC 5, and then Georgia teacher killed near her school after a man fleeing ICE crashed a car into her.